Slurply derp, my G's. I hope you're doing well. Today I've got a little Reese's Pieces thing from one of my patron supporters and student 9 Wrenches from the USA. Sent me a wonderful care package of some goodies from America. These are so addictive. Oh my goodness, they are so great. Thank you, sir. Anyway, today we're going to do a really super quick and concise tip. My number one vocal processing tip. I'm going to be brutally honest with you guys. You know, there is one thing that people fail to do with vocals, which I think is really key and important. And if I could only give one piece of advice ever for processing vocals, it's not going to be. It's going to be disappointing for you, really, because I know that you want to have like this next level plugin that makes the vocal into something new and like amazing that no one's ever heard before. But the reality is, the best thing when it comes to processing vocals that you can ever do is, drum roll, get everything else out of the way of it. All right, I've probably said this 100 times before, but it is the number one vocal processing tip, is to make sure that the mid-range of the vocal is cutting through. I've just designed this little loop for you guys, just for you, just grabbed some samples, and it sounds like this. Without the processing, and this is the little vocal. Cold out. And I've just grabbed a couple of random vital presets, a bass and a lead, and I've put them together. Just so if you know, we've got a busy part of the track where you might have some basses, some leads, also some drums. Just a sample pack from the wonderful Spy, and a sampled break there. I've just thrown this in as just for a tutorial purpose. You know, I'm not actually going to make a song with this, but yeah, here is the key concept again. We can do like loads of vocal processing, put on your special plugins that you paid, $749 for, all of that. Do all of that. Put it all on, go mental. But only do it once you actually paid attention to the Mixdown first, like properly with everything else. Because remember, there is a certain amount of digital real estate that we have, you know. If I load up Span, for example, you guys know this already, but you know, we are here in this wonderful world. You know, here is the boundaries of the possibilities. We have been confined, my G's. We are in a cage, and it's okay. But we have a certain amount of digital real estate to use up. And the first thing you can look at with your vocal, cold outside. You know, where is that fundamental? You know, it's 200 to 300 is the main part, and then you've got a lot of nice mid-range here as well. Everything below that, you know, not important. There's nothing there, okay? Everything in the high end, obviously, a lot more grace in the high end for everything to work together. But when we're talking about mid-range and low end, you know, we need separation between anything that's clashing. Anything. So, just to wrap this up then. Cold outside. You know, that's the vocal. I'm not going to worry about the drums for now, but the main clash is going to be between, you know, all my other elements, you know, my other my leads and my bass. You know, really filling out the whole spectrum, of course, but you can see where the vocal was, you know, 200 up to, you know, the vocal mid-range, so 200 and around here. You know, we're already taking up a lot of real estate, and we can't build a building on top of a building because it just doesn't make sense. So with this real estate we're using up in the bass and the leads, I've done this really quickly, just put them together as one, just for the purposes of the tutorial. You can do separate side chains if you want, but just to make this quick, I've just put them into a group together, the bass and the lead as one. And here is a multi-band sidechain tool that I use, but you can use any multi-band sidechain tool. You can use the Track Spacer, you can use the TDR Nova if you can get used to its horrible interface, which is a free one though, so that's good if you haven't got any money. You can use, I don't know, Pro MB. You know what a multi-band sidechain is, okay? Doesn't matter which one you use. What matters is that you take out the content, okay? So here, with a wonderful little side chain for the main part of the vocal to cut through. You can see I've already set it up here, about 250. That was that main low part of the vocal. And now that vocal has gone from like being in the middle ground somewhere amongst all of the other elements to being right in the foreground, right in the forefront, because we've solved that conflict. And no amount of doing stuff to the vocal, trying to make it sound better than it actually already was, is going to help you as much as just getting everything out of the way of the mid-range of the vocal in all of your other sounds. Yeah, so sculpt out those frequencies with a dynamic sidechain tool to let the mid-range of the vocal come through. Because remember, the human voice is the most important thing that we listen to when we hear a song. It's the thing that we resonate with and relate with the most. Therefore, it should always be the priority in terms of what is the priority in the song, you know, over the synth, over the guitar, over everything. The vocal needs to be the clearest sound. If it's not clear because there's a mid-range clash, it's going to sound muffled and horrible, and it's going to cause you to not like the song. Okay, it's going to cause you to be like, what are they saying? I don't know what's happening here. But so you need to go for clarity with the vocal, and the only way to do that is to give it space. So give it more space than you would probably think that it needs, because it does need it a lot. Okay, and now with that sidechain on, sounds much nicer than before, doesn't it? Yeah, better. Now you've actually cleaned up your Mixdown properly, you know. Now you can go and add on your €1,349 AI plugin that does nothing. You can do that afterwards, but do this first for free with any sidechain tool that is available to you. Okay, thank you for watching that today, my G's. And this video was for entertainment purposes only. So if I appear, you know, like I know what I'm talking about, you know, maybe I don't. You know, it's just entertainment at the end of the day. Take my word for it or not. It's up to you. Anyway, I love you guys very, very much. Thank you for all your support on the channel. This Friday we have a feedback stream coming via Patreon, but publicly on YouTube. We're going to listen to what the patrons have been up to, and I can't wait to have a little watch party. So make sure you tune in for that at 4 p.m. CET, European time, this Friday. See you guys there, and bring your coffees and your party hats and all that stuff. And yeah, it's going to be sick. If you guys want one-on-one mentorship, links are down below to book in sessions with me as a private tutor. And if you guys want preset packs, I've got Vital and Phase Plant packs on my website. New ones currently being worked on. And yeah, that's about it for today. Much love, my G's. Take care. See you soon.